Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more Mad Television Tycoon. We're continuing on our journey today. Let's see if we can hit the elevator lift. No, we hit it late. But we're continuing on our journey here with our Gobotch TV studio. And for today, we are up to a national channel now. We've got our second tower. We have good income coming in, but we need to go hit up the advertising marketing really quick. So... and we also have a PI, the investigator is here as well. So thankfully we don't have to worry about that because we don't have any of the bootleg movies. So we have no concern. So right now we have two ads currently still in place. Final day for the pure wool, whatever you want to call it. So we have that for 500,000 for movies. We also need to get something else going here. So I'm thinking maybe Calvin. It says 2 days remaining on this. I don't know about that. That may be tough to hit. 5 million for 2 days. That's tough. I'm leaning more towards the 2.5 for Borkenstock. We need 2 spots for that. We have 5 days to acquire that. We'll get 750,000. We'll hit that. And then let's go for the Nutella. Sure. And then Lemore. We can do certainly Miller. Milky should be able to hit that, and then a couple for our night spots as well, so we can do that. All right, that should be good enough for ads for quite some time, to be quite honest here. And then we need to go get our press story. Again, we still have action for 2 more days. It's on the decline, which is unfortunate to see. So for our story today, let's see, we got USB. An archaeologist discover an ancient USB stick, unfortunately without the compatible adapter. Okay, and then we got regular stuff. So let's go with the entertainment. Let's go still frame series or title misspelled. Let's do that. Title misspelled. We'll do that. Okay, and then we'll go back to the lift. Let's go to the movie in series. We need to get some new TV series. Remember last episode, y'all, if you were here, we are low on series. We have right now for series. We have a few. We bought 2, did we not? We bought Logan's Heroes, Tuck Rogers. Okay, and we just restarted on this, but that's at a 40 actuality, 60 actuality. So Tuck Rogers is 100, Logan's Heroes is a 100. We'd like to get something else like Angelus here. It's a fantasy, $927,000. Interesting. That'd give us another. Let's do it. We'll spend the money. It's a lot, but we'll see if it pays out for us. And now let's go back to our studio. Let's get the news story up. And we'll get that going. So news story for today, 100% perfect. So hitting right and running. We're going to archive everything else. We are in a construction boom, so towers are 100% more expensive. We're not worried about building another tower just yet. All right, but we are worried about trying to figure out what we're putting on the docket today. So let's start this off. As always, before we do, I want to thank our members and patrons, as always, for your generosity and your support every single month, helping us do what we do here. Again, as members, you get early access to our uploads and videos, and in games where I can edit characters, I add our executive member tiers into the game as characters. So thank you guys for your generosity. Really do appreciate it. So looking at our series, we have 3 we really can do. If I go by actuality, Tuck Rogers, Angelus, and Logan's Heroes. Those are the 3. We're going to go with a comedy first. Then Fantasia here, and science fiction. Where does that get a hit for us fairly well? Let's go with that here for sure. And then Logan's Heroes down underneath it. Maybe that could do okay. So we got a little bit of a spot here for a teleshopping if we want to do a teleshopping. Don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, to be honest. We're doing right there after the news. I don't really have anything else I can put there, to be quite honest, right now. So we could just try to do the Tuck Rogers series there and see what that does. Just to see. Okay, so that's 3 series in a row. Before we do anything else, though, I would like to reduce the malice a little bit after the Logan's Heroes. And now looking at our movies, we're rated by actuality again. We're not doing anything with Night Driver for action because action is still on the decline. So we can go maybe with the documentary first. It's at a 90 actuality right now. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And then we can do an evening slot with Fog of Horror. So we have certainly a spot here. A little bit interesting here. We do have that buffer right here. I think I may go get a teleshopping for that. And then reduce malice for movies. I don't think we need it. So I'm going to do a program preview here. For our ad, we're going to do a Borkenstock ad here and one here. And then we'll go with a Kit Kat. What is this one for? No 18 plus, right? Yes. Okay, we'll do one of you there. Maybe we'll have enough ads to pick up. We can do like a Pyrel here. A L'Amour somewhere in the middle of the day with a Milky Way. Miller, Milky, whatever. And then we can see if we can go. What is a Kit Kat? So that's 1 million. Yeah. We'll go Purwell. We can't do Purwell late, so we need to do another Pyrel here twice. And then we'll put Purwell here under. What is this one? Movies only. Never mind. Well, we could do a third in that, and then fourth one here. So we got to figure out what we want to do here. So that's a lot. Miller Milky here. We have one of those in. Purewell we can only get in for our movies. So honestly, we may go to that here. Get that fulfilled. And maybe we do a program preview after this. Cut the Nutella. Save Nutella for the next day, maybe. Save Nutella. Actually, we go Nutella here. Oops. And then program preview there. Okay, we'll see if that hits. I'm gonna go get a advertisement, a teleshopping, because I think we need it. I think we're gonna try it and we're gonna see what we can do there. We're gonna follow the PI. So teleshopping. We just need something simple here that's not gonna have a huge penalty. None of these are massive penalties. So we'll go with the trendline shopping. And then we're going to go back to the archive, drop that off, and see what we can do here. So drop that off. We're about to start our broadcast on the day. And we're going to drop in a teleshopping here. And we're going to see how bad that is, because I just don't know where the best place is to put teleshopping. I don't know. We're going to test it. We're going to see if I can absolutely fail or if we're going to hit something out of the park here and, you know, have a good buffer for it. So right now our morning broadcast starts and we are at 5.4. We're just a little bit behind Blue Satellite. Should hit Borkenstock fairly easily here. Should hit this fairly easily here. Ew, man, I'm a bit nervous about this teleshopping we're about to do. So we got that Blue unlocked, green leveled up, both those two leveled up. We've dropped down now to 1.9, 1.8 million, which isn't terrible for a trendline shopping. That's going to pay out pretty large. And then we're going to get a program preview to help boost up our ratings a little bit as well. So that's not the end of the world, honestly. I'm not disappointed with this. That's going to get us $325,000 from that. That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. What's this right here? You don't have enough viewers currently to successfully hit this ad, which is 350,000. That's our lowest ads we have, right? Bruh. We don't have any other ads that can hit that. Okay, so what we may do then is turn that one off and go back to a program preview. And just deal with it like for a little bit, because we can't afford to be failing that miserably at that. Let's also go over here, check in our marketing campaign to see how our marketing's hitting, because that's going to help us a little bit. We still have our marketing going. Okay, good. I like to see it. All right, so now we're starting Angelus here. Let's see. Let's go to the State Media Authority. I'm curious to see what our next upgrade will be, and if I should go to level 3, because level 3 we can technically afford right now. We can afford it, but it's $750,000. Now we will get a permission to broadcast science programs like Bill Nye the Science Guy type thing here. That will reduce the malice for teleshopping. You also get permission to rent up to 4 movies a day. That's nice. And then you get sports news stories, which also could be pretty cool. I don't think that's necessary just yet. I don't think we need that upgrade. So let's go to the broadcast towers next and see what that next, I mean, right now they're stupid expensive. But what's the next one in line? It's this one right here. It's $8.2 million. Maybe we save for that next tower. That may be what we do is we save for the next tower once the market's back to normal. Let's look at the satellite operator. Is there anything we can do with that right now? No, didn't think so. Okay. What else is there that we can look at? Let's go to the movies and TV. Because again, I'm not buying any more movies right now. I'm at the point where I feel pretty comfortable with the movies we have. If anything, I may do some daily rentals just to have them. But I'm not going to do that right now. I just don't see the point in buying any more movies because I have to pay for the licenses every time we do that. And that does cost us a little bit of money. So right now we're sitting first place for this time slot. We hopefully you're going to have a good viewership here. We'll see. What does this say here? Your viewers demand variety if often. Okay. From the teleshopping. Okay, got it. So the series is fine. Let's see if we got that done. Perfect. So we hit our first one there. Now we're on for our movie. It's a documentary today. The virus is the invisible threat. Again, we're going to need 500,000 for that and 500,000 there. And then we got our evening broadcast. Now, do we have our news stories today? New press stories are available. All right, we need to go jump and get our story today, right now. So we need to go upstairs to the press agency, and we need to get today's evening slot story. Something big, something good. Let's see what we can get here. So, man, nothing here is new. I'm gonna wait a little bit and see if there's anything new that comes out here. For a second here. Let's see. I don't think there is. I think we're just stuck with what we got. Dang it. So we're going to buy this one. I'm not sure it matters at this point. It's a bit unfortunate. So it's a 90. This is a 90. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do much for us in terms of what we just did. But whatever. I'm also going to go here and all the news stories that we have that we're not using, I'm going to go sell down here at the waste disposal. So our evening broadcast is up. We are next to last place. Okay, so we're second place for our evening slot. That's not bad. It's honestly not terrible. So we're going to sell this a little bit here. Dispose of items, get 2,000 bucks. All right, very good. And let's go back upstairs. We're at 30% malice for movies. News is a little bit low as well. Okay. Not the end of the world. We're going to get this Borkenstadt ad, though. That's going to pay us out $750,000, which is incredible. Again, I'm saving up because new advertising agency, new short-term spot available. What is that? What is that? Let's go look at that. Okay. Short-term spot. This one right here. Minimum audience is 5 million, and that pays out. We can't do that today, so that's unfortunate. We don't have the... Okay. Darn. Well, we can't get that to help us at all. That's okay, though. We'll live. We're at 2 million right now, extra after the news hit, for what we have coming on for the rest of the evening there. And then again, should pay out pretty well for the Purewell and the Nutella overall. So we're sitting at 1.8, 1.9 basically million dollars right now. Which is really solid. Overall, we got the viewership numbers we want to see. If we look at our reputation, currently we are at a spot where we are just behind. I mean, right now, 46% of the market right now for Blue. They're killing it. Blue's killing it. They're on the day, they beat us steadily. But we've had a good evening slot. Green's beat us in the evening. Awards, we have nothing to go on there, but that's okay. So we're really in a pretty good position overall. We're now Tuck Rogers, our third show for that today. We're going to see how this does. It's at 1.1 million. Again, not bad. We're going to hit that trend. Good. So we also got an upgrade here. Also, they're one of the new updates for the game. They tell you here the prestige level. So you get 5% more for each prestige. That's kind of cool. So I got a little extra bump for Nutella here. That's neat. I like it. Slight bonuses on all these. What is this one? 1% only extra. Okay. And Logan's Heroes evening slot. We're at $2 million now. We're going to still get that. All right. So that's a good day. That's a very, very good day back here. Our next day is beginning. Again, you look at the licensing fees now. So we're paying out $124,000 and $197,000. A lot of money. It's a lot of money. God damn it. I click off the wrong thing. Okay. So what I want to do now is first and foremost, go up and get our ads. We have some ads still retaining from yesterday, but it's not as many as you'd like to see. You know, I mean, I have 3. Nothing crazy. These can be used after the morning slots. So I'd like to go with maybe 3 days for this. I think we can get Louis Vuitton. I think we can do the Nutella. And we can get that. We can get that. Just a couple small ones just to throw in the mix. Okay. So we can get those. Let's go get our news story for the day. And then we'll go look at the rentals. Okay. So news story today. Confusing movie poster. Sure. We'll get that. And then let's go down to the movies and series. Let's check out rentals first. So there are some daily rentals we can go for here. We can get Blue Tails, $118,000, and it's a war film. Anti-war film. Very rare. Yeah, let's hit it. We're going to do that. And then we'll go... Why not? We'll go 2 rental movies today. We're going to just see. All right, now let's go back downstairs to the newsroom, drop that story off for today. Beautiful. And then let's go over here to the archive, drop everything off. Good. And let's get our story set up today. So, all right, first opening block here, opening block there. I am going to do my teleshopping. So these are the things where, so it works well here. That works well. That's a second one. We're going to finish on a strong note. Hopefully that will do well for us. So, I want this, my Louis Vuitton here, 3.5 million. Yes, yes. And then, so that's 2 out of the 4. We could do that again tomorrow. I think we can get the Nutella here. And then I think we can get Kit Kat. Kit Kat can't do 18 plus. Never mind. So we'll switch that. Nutella there, Kit Kat there. 1 million. That'll be tough to get again. I think what we will do is a program slot there, preview. And then let's get some series going here. So let's go Tuck Rogers right there. Not a bad slot for Tuck Rogers. Fantasy, yep. Logan's Heroes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so then we got that going. We'll do I'm not gonna do any of those. Not gonna do any of those. Now our movies. So where's our rented movies? So the rented movies are Blue Tails, which was a anti-war movie, 16 plus. May put that here in the evening slot. And then Dear Johnny, the romantic movie. Put that for my evening slot. And then we try a thriller for this slot. Okay, 3 movies, no evening TV series. I'm okay with it. I think these can hit. Now looking at programs, we probably should do a weather forecast after this one, just to help mitigate any sort of negativity after Blue Tails is done. And then I think we can go 500,000 here, 500,000 there, 500,000 here. This is no 18 plus, so probably not going to get that for anymore today. So let's just go throw in a couple of these and get some easy extra money today. Got to go ahead and get tomorrow set up for our news broadcasts and leave everything as is that. So that's not a bad day. Again, I want to go check before the day starts in an hour here, I want to go check our marketing campaign. Because right now, Blue is head over heels dominating us. So we're going to go with a magazine here and just let that run. $100,000 well spent, I think, sir. I think so. Let's go check not this, dang it. Go check the broadcast tower. So now that that deal is done, I want to see how much that tower is actually going to cost us. Because nobody else has a third tower yet. So it's going to actually cost about $4.1 million to get the third tower. So that's a ways away. That's a ways away. We could think about saving for that tower. And I mean, this guy who just went over there, he may be trying to get it done too. So I think we're going to stay away from the State Media Authority. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need this third upgrade yet. It's just not what we need yet. Now, eventually it would be great to be able to get broadcasting permission for shows and renting satellites. That would be sick. But I don't think we need any of that extra stuff yet. I think the next big money spent is going to be for the third broadcast tower. I think that's a safe play. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. So we got our rentals going today for the movie slots here with Blue Tails and Dear Johnny. We've hit the Louis Vuitton. And here is our telemarketing. So we're going to see how this hits today. This is the second one. Yesterday's paid out about $350 plus $1,000, right? Very, very good. I expect this should hit that as well and be pretty safe as well. And yes, I mean, $292,000, not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm not even going to go look at the TV and marketing. I'm not worried about buying any more shows or TV show or movies today. We are now at a pretty bad spot, but we're going to do our program preview to try to bump up the audience before we get to Angelus here, because the big drop off after the trend there. So we're going to see. All right, we're back up towards 1 million now. We are leading for the late morning spot, or whatever this is now. Okay, and we need to get what, 500,000. That's very attainable, very doable. What's this one say here? Rent movie. Okay. Curious how the rental movies will do for us. I've read some comments. Some of y'all were saying the rental movies are the way to go. Sell off all the movies you own and just do rentals every day because you don't get charged for the licensing. I don't know if I completely agree with that because I think it's good. I think it's, you're going to spend a good bit of money, but I understand if you just have movies sitting there, like all these movies we own sitting there, you're paying for all those licenses. Now, of course, I could go sell some of these that I just don't think we're going to use again. Certainly could. All right, so our first movie, Psychological, getting going. Wonder what movie this is, huh? We are third place for this slot currently, not hitting very strong at all, but we're not asking for a ton of viewers for these two slots. Not asking for a ton. I'm paying attention. New press is available. All right, we need to go. We need to go get upstairs before the good stories go. We need to get a 100% story here. All right, so no 100% available. The story we're running is at a 90. Dang. So we'll buy the bugger failure. We'll get that. Let's go drop it off. I'd rather run a separate story to end the day than do something like this. So we can do 2 news stories now? 3? What is this? That's kind of cool. I didn't know I had this. Hold on. Rating of the news stories. Block 1, block 2. So I have news 1, news 2. Okay, we'll see how those go. We'll see how that hits. If that actually helps us at all in any different aspects here. Let's also look here at our movies we own. So is there any here that I should just be like, yeah, let's get rid of them and sell them that we're not going to be showing? Because again, action movies soon are going to be finally something we can show. I guess we'll see. We'll see. All right, there's our evening slot. Let's see what happens here. So we got 2 different news stories hitting. We are leading as it stands. That's very good. We're also at a 5% boost right now. At the end of the week, people are watching more TV and ongoing marketing campaign increasing our viewership. Minus 35% for news broadcast right now still. But we're going to get the Louis Vuitton, baby. That's what we're talking about. Now we're here for our movies. We're at 4.5 million viewers heading into Blue Tails. Holy crap. Very good. So second place behind Green Channel right now. Let me check out. Let's check out our stuff here. Actually, what's this? Update room? Oh, this is cool. So I haven't even checked this out yet. The updating your rooms and whatnot. So right now, I could go here and pay updating your office will reduce penalties and maintenance costs for broadcast tower and increasing advertising revenue. So I can do this one right here. And it gives you a minus. Yeah, you know what? That may not be a bad idea. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. So it's going to decrease negative aspects and pay us more money. If that's the case and that works, I'm willing to throw a little risk here today. Roll the dice, if you will. There's our 2-star prestige for Nutella. Good. We're about to get our weather broadcast to help debuff the Malice in movies a little bit here for the evening slot. So again, right now, first place leading over all networks here in the evening slot. Excellent to see. We're green on everything. This is what you like to see. If you're playing this game, you want to see green, 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 baby. That means we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing. So Malice for the movies is gone now completely as we head to our romance movie to end the night. Second place in viewership as they got Bullet Fiction happening over there, otherwise known as Pulp Fiction, I'm pretty sure is what that's supposed to be. Which is a pretty good one to show. That is, what is that, now they got Seinfeld going, okay. Seinfeld. Okay, Dear Johnny. Dear Johnny, how's it gonna do? We'll see for the evening slot. You just need 250,000. That's gonna be easy money. So we upgraded this room. That's supposed to drop the price we're paying by 10% and help our ad revenue go up by 10%, right? So we're up to $747,000 as we start the new day. We are here. A detective has entered the building. So the licensing fee in the broadcast tower is still not great. Not immaculate, I'm going to be honest. And we're going to go straight to the ad room. They're going to get press first, okay? So this is the last day for the Kit Kat. We need this. We need 2 100 spots. So that's 2, 3, 4. Oof, that might be tough. We're not going to run any teleshopping today. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we can maybe do one more Nutella. Just get that to 3 stars. One more of these. I think we're good. I don't think we need to do anything else there. Let's go get our news story real quick and then check out any movie rentals we want to do. All right, so we have, man, 90. So our news is starting to get a little lackluster, isn't it? A little lackluster here. So we'll do both of those 2 news stories. Let's go down to the movies and TV shows real quick. Check out any of the rentals we want to do. So this is what they're going to cost us. Again, for rentals, this isn't bad, and it's hot, which is awesome. So $100,000, we'll buy it. TV series, interesting. Some more sci-fi, which we have a sci-fi show. We don't need another one. More movies we can buy. Oh, look at this one, Indiana Jack and the Crystal Skull. We can't afford it. That's a big, big movie right there to buy. This is the last day of the current trend, so the trend will shift here very soon. I'm not buying anything else. I'm going to keep what we have. And then I'm going to go to my news stories. And we're going to... What does this do for upgrading the room? News program with 2 blocks. Okay, that's interesting. So as you can see there, right? The 2 blocks. All right, so we're going to do... Start with the hot story and then do that. See what that can do. So you can have longer news sessions is basically what that tells me, right? Drop off. And then let's go here. Okay, now let's build this out. So we need, for today, science fiction show. This is the spot right here. What does this mean? I mean, why is... That's the spot for that. That's the spot for that. Tuck Rogers, do your thing. We're up to an 80 on this, so we'll run a documentary there, even though it's not super hot. A lot of shows right there. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably run a series after those first two. Run that. And then a program preview. And then we start with this. Louis Vuitton. We're going to run the Kit Kat spot up top. This is the last day for the Kit Kat spot, so we kind of need them to hit. We'll see if that does or doesn't. We're going to move stuff around a little bit here for series. Okay, there we go. And then for movies. So this is going to be a movie slot. Jurassic Zoo, best believe. And then, yeah, this is hot. We can do that as an evening slot. Do we want to try another movie in the evening? Could go with horror at a 90. Why not? Let's try it. We may run a spot there for weather, for Malice. So that leaves me with a few ads here. So we can run a Nutella, which can go anywhere but 18 plus. So I can hit there. 500,000, we should get that there. We should be able to get this here. And then just end the day with those two. Ooh, boy, this is going to be tough. This could be tough today, I think. We're going to see, though. I think we could get it. Again, tomorrow, let's do our news broadcast still. And we'll get that going. So today, we got some good movies showing, 2 hot movies going with Jurassic Zoo 3 and 8. All should hopefully perform well for us. Fingers crossed they do. Nobody's doing as well as Blue, though. Blue is really crushing it, man. Blue is absolutely destroying right now in terms of their reputation. 48.5%. It's insane. I mean, looking at yesterday for Blue, they beat us almost throughout the whole day, except for the evening. The evening, we finally picked up some pace, but they dominated in the morning sessions. And that, I mean, look at this, 1,600 and whatnot. They're cruising. Financial history, finances. Yeah. Okay. I can change names and whatnot. Okay. So let's see. We're 5.8 million, 5.3, 2.8. Wow. So we got a pretty good news broadcast happening right here today to start. And again, we're keeping close tabs to see when the new press comes through. We need to pick those up as soon as they come through if we can. We're at a 28. We are leading for the audience share to start the day. That's excellent to see. We need to keep it there. All right, so that's done. We're at a minus 95 here. Now, do we have anything to remove Malice for news? That's stand-up comedy. No, we don't. That's fine. Okay, so we're paying attention to see here what we get on this. Kit Kat and architecture, whatever. Need this to hit. We are currently we're just behind Blue on the day right now. We're at a minus. Okay, so just a little off from Blue's pace. That's not bad to be in, though. Here's our commercial. We hit it. All right, now it's Logan's Hero. So we're going to need this to be $800,000 for 1 million viewers. That's not going to happen right now. I could just tell you that. That's not about to happen here. I think we could get that if we flip over. Like, what's Miller? This has to go. Yeah, we're going to have to flip these. Okay, we're going to have to hope that works. We're going to have to hope that works because this is very teeter-totter close. Very close. I don't know. We may or may not get it here. If it's in danger, we'll see. I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it. We're hovering around 500,000. We got to be at 500,000 for it, and we got it. Perfect. All right. Woohoo. That was a close one. That was a close one. Okay, so we're new short-term ad agency spots. I don't want to bite on any of that right now. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. keeping that open there though, so I can see when the press stuff hits. We need some press to hit. So right now we're sitting in second place. Just again, we're at a little bit behind. All right, new movies and shows are available now. Don't care. All right, so we're back to 770,000, 1 million. Okay, so we're still currently, man, Blue is just doing so well. Blue is doing so well right now. It's hard to compete with them, but we need this paid programming to hit for us. We're still not good in our mouths for the evening news. All right, new press. Here we go. Get out. Go to the elevator. Go to the elevator. Let's go press agency. Get up there. Get up there. Before anybody buys stuff. Man, green just came out. Dadgummit. Okay, well, we can buy this. And keep our other slot already as is. Okay, so we're going to run that downstairs to the news. To the news. Come on. All right, and then we're going to put this as my slot 1, and then this will be slot 2, and I'm not running anything else. Drop off anything else we don't need. Okay, so we're currently right now we're leading. We're actually dominating this spot right now compared to our competition. That's excellent. All right, so new teleshopping available. We just got our payout. That's excellent to see. Excellent to see. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. I'm happy about this. So right now, doing a lot better. So it's going to be just a task here to figure out saving the money to get that third tower. It's going to be clutch. If we can do it, if we can afford it, it's going to be clutch. But we got to keep getting these big ads to hit. So here we go. Evening slot. Just a little bit behind green, it looks like here. We're looking at the audience share. We're at 32.9, 33. We're on par now. It looks like we just passed, and now we're under again. So we're back and forth right now with Green Network. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I'm not going to be upset about this. And we need to hit the Louis Vuitton, and we got it. So that's a huge payout. $1.5 million payout, y'all. That's huge. Now we're going to get a payout 165 here for Nutella as we're about to hit that ad. So we are almost completely out of ads now. We're about to finish off everything but Pyro that we have still 2 more to do after today. That's not a bad spot to be in. A little bit of malice for movies, but that will be shored up here after the weather forecast. That will go down. Second place right now for the evening slot. We're at 18.6. Again, not a bad spot to be in. We're doing good overall. Right now, looking at our level, we are currently a 2.5 star. So we are on par with everybody, it looks like right now. So what do they get? What just happened? Was that awards? I didn't even know the awards. So Blue just got another best program. Green got another highest audience rating, and nobody's got best in-house production yet. So we still have not won anything yet in terms of awards. Great. Thank you. Thank you. We can't bring home any of the hardware. We're trying, though. We are trying. All right, so Movie Malice is good. We'll hit those easily. Easily. I have no issues there whatsoever. And we're got a 90% here for Critters 4 for actuality. Still should do solid. Still should do solid. There we go. We hit that ad. All right. That's a pretty good day right there. We're up to $3.2 million now as well. Again, we spent a lot of money. We did the upgrade here on this room. If I want to look at other upgrades, like if we do an upgrade here, 1.2, we can store more objects. Not going to be the next upgrade we do. The next thing we may do for another upgrade may be the newsroom. Because this will give us, we can do 2 block for news, which could be a lot. But again, I don't think it's necessary until we get to another level. Like for me right now, I think our next must-have upgrade is going to be going for the tower. So here we go. New trend. Anti-war film is on the rise, and quiz show is on the decline. So we can now finally show those action movies we've been hoarding for a while here. And we do have an anti-war film we just recently showed as well. So we're in a pretty good spot of freeze. We pay out roughly about 300. $50,000 if you want to call it that. So we're at 292 now, 2.9 million. So it's a really good spot to be in, y'all. We'll pick up though from where we're at in the next one. So if you enjoyed, smash that like button, comment down below, keep that bell rung so you know when I go live, and hit that hype button so we can push this video out to other viewers that want to see some great Tycoon content. But until next time, stay safe. God bless to each of you in your own, and we'll see you back here in more Mad Television Tycoon.